Hey, Jerri. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. You still down in Nashville, or are you on your way home to Minnesota?
I'm home. We landed last night at about 7:30, and then I went home and slept a lot.
I suppose it was kind of a crazy week for you.
It was a wild week. I don't think we stopped moving the entire time we were down there.
Oh my gosh. When did you originally get down there?
We flew in on Sunday morning.
Okay.
So we were there Sunday morning through Thursday night.
So let's backtrack a little bit here. Okay, so this Crown Royal promotion you're doing with the Purple Bag Project, how did you get roped into that?
So Crown actually emailed me about a month and a half ago, so it was pretty recent. And they asked if I'd jump on the phone and talk to them about a project they were doing for veterans. And so I did, and they asked if I wanted to be part of doing a little concert and a party. And we said, yeah, they're great because a lot of companies profess to help veterans and do that. But a lot of times it's for PR. And these guys have been doing it for almost 10 years and then just really started promoting it last year. And I thought that was really cool. So we wanted to be involved.
That is super cool. And I love the whole idea of this Purple Bag Project because I have a bunch of these purple bags sitting at my own house. So now that there's a purpose for them, I'm like, yes, let's do this.
Stop putting change in them. People are storing jewelry in them and now they have a reason. It's better.
Exactly. It's not holding loose screwdrivers anymore.
Right.
When you were filming this whole Crown Royal promotion, where was this being filmed at?
We were at the Country Music Hall of Fame. So the video that they played on the CMAs was all filmed at the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Did you get a chance to go and look around it while you were there?
We barely did, but we were really busy that time too. And so I need to make a trip to Nashville where I actually get to be a tourist a little bit because that's not happening yet.
You're always just too busy. So what was it like
Yes.
being surprised by Thomas Rhett? Did you have any idea that he was going to show up?
I didn't. Actually, we talked about it a little bit beforehand that he was part of the project, and they said, have you met him? And I said, no. So in the video, somebody made a comment that I didn't really look surprised. It was more like I was kind of shocked. I looked over and I saw him, and I thought in my head, God, that looks just like Thomas Rhett. Oh, but he's not supposed to be here. And then I was like, wait, no, it is Thomas Rhett. And then I was excited. But for just a second there, I was like, that guy just looks just like him because obviously I'm an idiot. It was really funny, though. And he's the nicest guy ever. He was fantastic.
I feel like if you know that someone's not supposed to be there, you're not going to expect them to be there. And when they are, you just kind of go into shock.
It's exactly what I did. And then afterwards, they were like, well, you didn't look super surprised. But I was. It was not that I wasn't surprised. I had no idea that he was going to be there.
That's really cool. Did you get to chit-chat with him or anything, or was it kind of a quick in and out?
No, we did quite a bit, actually. So they filmed us filling the purple bags, obviously. And then while we were doing it, they said, go ahead and talk and, whatever. And so we were, and then they made us refilm it because they said, this time you need to go through and talk less, fill more. And he said, I haven't met a veteran who worked on fighter jets and did all this. He's like, so we're going to keep talking, but we'll just go through the line again. So we had to do it a couple of times because we were talking too much.
So then fast forward, you're at the CMAs. Did I see a picture of you walking the red carpet?
I didn't. We didn't walk the red carpet. We were at a pre-party thing beforehand with the Crown team, and then so we just went in and sat, and then I did not do the red carpet on that one.
Okay, so how was the pre-party?
Great. It was really relaxed, which was really great. The CMAs, the production that goes into it is absolutely insane, and so the pre-party was really relaxed, and everybody just sitting around chatting. It was great. It was good downtime is what it was.
That's good. I'm sure it was well-deserved downtime after a crazy week. So we see this thing on the CMAs, you filling the purple bags, being surprised by Thomas Rhett. And then next thing you know, you're standing next to Reba McEntire. What was that like?
That was really cool. She has been a huge part of my music life. And then my kids love her TV show, obviously. So I was really excited to get to meet her. I've got to meet and hang out with a lot of cool people. I've got to sing with George Strait, and all of it was great. But she was the one I said, I'm going to definitely fangirl, so we had to get it over at rehearsal. And then so at the CMAs, I was much calmer. The day before, I was way less composed. It was probably embarrassing. But, no, she was fantastic and very sweet and really easy to work with because, she knows what she's doing, and it makes it super easy for everyone else.
You guys looked great on screen together. You looked like you had it all together. That dress was fantastic. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you.
So did you make the decision on what you wore that night, or how has that all worked out?
I did. Well, sort of I did. I live in boots and jeans. I mean, we ride horses and we hunt and we live, here in Minnesota, And so I'm definitely not dress people at all. And so when they said, oh, we're bringing you to the CMAs and you're going to be on stage, they said, we're also going to find someone to dress you. So I got to say in what I wore, they weren't going to stick me in something I wasn't uncomfortable in, but they absolutely had somebody help me do it because I literally live in jeans. And so they wouldn't let me. I definitely asked. But that was a no. You're going to dress up on the stage.
So you're backstage at the CMAs. You're going through rehearsals the day before. Who was the coolest person that you ran into?
Everybody was there. So we didn't have a lot of time to sit and chat with everybody. A little more of that happened after the awards were over. But it was so very hustle, the entire thing, because it's a production. I mean, they are on to the second, scooting you around. And when it was time to go on stage, you're on point. Here's where you are. This is the point. When you walk out, you stand here on cue. So everybody was there, though. Nurse Bentley was there. I nearly ran over Nicole Kidman walking out of the room, and she was with, Keith Urban. And obviously, Reba was back there. Maddie and Tay are fantastic. I've gotten to meet Taylor before at a songwriter event, and so they were there, and they're great. I didn't run into Garth Brooks. I was hoping that I would, but our timing was off on that. And so, but just pretty much everybody who's seen sitting out there at some point was wandering around under the tunnel. So
that's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Oh, my gosh.
It is. It was crazy.
I can't even imagine. I'm so glad that we have you to tell us these stories because my mind's just like going a million miles a minute right now.
It was great. And we did go, afterwards we went to one of the it's way more relaxed. Everybody, the show's over and everybody kind of just sits and, they just talk. And it wasn't called necessarily, but it was, not work, I guess. And so that was great. It was a more of an environment where you really get to chat. It wasn't everybody hustling to get where they needed to be when they needed to be there.
Right. Everyone could just breathe a little bit.
Yes.
I know you just got back from your trip, so I don't want to take too much more of your time, let you unpack and recover a little bit. But before I let you go, Crown Royal and their Purple Bag Project, they actually have a goal set for 2020, right?
1 million purple bags by 2020, yes. So Crown Royal is sponsoring, and they put together the Purple Bag Project, where they take the iconic purple bags that Crown comes in, and they fill them with essentials to send to the troops overseas as care packages. Crown Royal's goal is to package 1 million purple bags by 2020. And if people want to get involved and help, they can text Purple Bag to 50155. So there are bag packing stations located at different locations at events. But if you are unable to help in that way, but you want to get involved, they made it easy for people to contribute. With the holidays coming up, people give generously, and they hope that people get involved to support the troops.
Awesome. Well, Jerri, it's been a pleasure chatting with you as always. I love catching you around central Minnesota. And it was Veterans Day last week, so I just wanted to say thank you for your service. We appreciate all that you've done for our country.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for having us on here.